Hey guys, Justin here with a pickups video. Kind of a different type of pickups video today though. I'm going to be showing you guys some stuff I got off eBay recently. And you guys know I normally don't show my eBay purchases just because I'm not really one to pay retail prices for games. And obviously eBay is a retail environment. I mean, you can get good deals on eBay, but 99% of the time you're going to be paying retail or at least close to retail. So everything I get off eBay is literally stuff that I get for under $5 shipped. I mean, they're just filler titles for my collection, obviously not worth showing in a video, but I do kind of have one exception, and that's if I'm looking to upgrade a game that I already have. Whether it be, you know, upgrading the condition of a complete in-box copy of a game I have, or just upgrading a loose cartridge or a cartridge and a manual to a complete in-box copy. And so if I can get like a really good deal on a complete in-box copy of a game, I can sell off my loose cartridge and obviously not make all of my money back, but most of the time I can get a box and a manual for just a few dollars. And I guess one example of that would be this here, a complete in-box copy of Zombies Ate My Neighbors that I got. Now, I had previously owned the cartridge and the manual for this game that I got in a Craigslist deal, I think like last winter, so I'd really been looking out for this box. So I came across an eBay auction that it just had a stock photograph, no picture, and it said it came with just the cartridge and the box, and that was literally it. I mean, it didn't even have like the cardboard insert or anything. So I figured if I could get it for cheap enough, I'd be willing to take a chance on it, and I ended up winning the auction for like $21 and some change, plus a few dollars shipping, which I knew I could sell my loose cartridge for that, so I figured it was worth the risk. And this is what I got. You know, the box isn't in great condition by any means. I mean, it's creased on the top there. It's got a smaller crease on the bottom. You guys can see the corners are pretty significantly worn. And actually when I got this, it had 3 huge stickers on the front of the box, which surprisingly I was somehow able to get off, and I got all like the sticker residue off and everything. It's obviously still not perfect, but it looks a whole lot better than it did when I got it. And so I ended up selling my loose cartridge for like between $22 and $25, so after eBay fees and whatnot, I ended up paying about $5 or $6 for this box, which, you know, for that price I really can't complain too much. I'm sure I'll upgrade it eventually. Really looking for the box variant for this game though. If you guys have never seen the box variant that was released for this game, Google it and check it out or something, because it is really cool looking. A whole lot harder to find than this box though, so I'll definitely have to keep my eye out for that one. But anyway, moving on. The next game I got here is actually an N64 game, and it's actually an N64 game that I already had complete in box. But the box I had for it was pretty beat up, and I really wanted to get a better condition copy before the price got too high. You guys know the N64 market is just skyrocketing right now. And that game is The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. So I was looking at a few eBay auctions. I ended up passing on a bunch of them that the bidding got too high on. But then I came across one that, just like the Zombies Ate My Neighbors, it was just a stock photograph, no picture. It was a buy it now for $36.95, I believe, with free shipping. So I clicked on it, and both the title of the listing and the description said that, you know, it was complete, box, manual, cartridge, everything was in very good condition, and very good was capitalized. So quickly I bought it, and before I paid for it, I messaged the seller, and I said, you know, I just bought your Majora's Mask. You said it was in very good condition. Before I pay for it, can you just confirm that, you know, the box isn't crushed or ripped or torn or anything? And it took them like a week to get back to me. I honestly didn't think they were going to respond, but sure enough, a week later, I get a message that says, yeah, everything's in very good condition. I made sure to tell them to send it in a box so it didn't get crushed or anything during shipping. And this is what I got, and I am very, very pleased with this. As you guys can see, this box is in excellent condition. It's not mint condition. It might look pretty mint on camera, but it's got one little ding up here and some very, very minor shelf wear, but this box is definitely a 9 out of 10 in my opinion. But the coolest thing about this is, some of you probably already noticed this too, it does not say Collector's Edition down here. You know, most box copies of this game you'll find will have a little gold rectangle here that says Collector's Edition. So obviously when I noticed that it wasn't there, I was like, and I opened it up, and this was the cartridge that was inside. It is actually the paper label version of the game, not the hologram. The hologram version is the collector's edition, which is ironically a whole lot more common than this paper label version. And so I was just so excited when I saw this. I have owned one copy of this paper label version before. I got it from like a flea market or a pawn shop or something like that. But the whole label was ripped off, so I didn't even know what game it was when I bought it. I just took a chance on it for like $5, assuming it was probably Zelda Majora's Mask, and it was. But again, the whole label was ripped off, so I didn't want to keep it or anything. But I am very happy to have this. The cartridge is also in excellent condition. You know, had the seller posted a picture of this I'm sure this would have sold for between $50 and $60 in this condition. So I definitely got a steal on that. Like I said, I already owned the hologram version complete in box before this. I ended up selling the box and manual to Ryan. He really wanted it, so he gave me a few dollars for that. And I ended up selling the cartridge for I think $27 plus shipping. So in the end, I ended up getting this upgrade and the paper label for essentially free of charge, which was awesome. That risk definitely paid off. Very, very happy to have this. Anyway, moving on though to the next thing I got, and it's something that I wouldn't normally buy. It is modern, but I've seen a ton of other YouTubers pick this up recently. I had gone to GameStop with Ryan. He picked up, I think, the Last Story Collector's Edition for the Wii, and I saw this sitting next to it. And I was like, you know, I gotta buy that. And I didn't want to get it from GameStop though, just because I wasn't sure what exactly I'd be getting with their whole, you know, new game situation they have going on over there. And plus I figured if I got it online, I could probably get it for a few dollars cheaper anyway, even shipped. And so when I got home, I went on eBay, ended up picking this up for $35 with free shipping, as opposed to $40 at GameStop. And it is new and everything, and that is the Kirby's Dream Collection for the Wii. Like I said, it is new. This cardboard doesn't come sealed, but the game inside here is sealed. Has a really cool art book in here. And these collector's editions for the Wii are just cool. I mean, I have the Mario All-Stars one sealed. I also have the Metroid Prime trilogy, and now this one. I mean, they're collections, compilations of the retro Kirby games that we all love. And, you know, I didn't get it to play it. I think I'm just going to leave it sealed, but it's definitely going to look cool on the shelf up to my next to my other collector's editions up there. So very happy to get this. And anyway, moving on to the last thing I want to show you guys. It was a lot I got off eBay, actually. And you guys know I've been looking for a Jungle Green N64 for a very long time now. We got one back during the garage sale season. That one went to Dave. And then more recently, I picked one up in a Craigslist deal. But if you guys remember the video, it was in absolutely awful condition. It was missing the cover for the expansion port or the jumper pack. And it was cracked and everything. I didn't want to keep that for my collection. So I've really been looking out for a Jungle Green N64. Ended up going to that video game store that opened up downtown the other day, and I saw that they had just gotten a green N64, a Jungle Green 64 sitting in there. It had you know, the matching controller, both adapters. It was a complete system. It was $39.99, and I'm sure it was probably 10% off still too. I'm sure they still have that deal going on, and that's actually a pretty good deal for that. I mean, that's a price people would be willing to pay. It's just I couldn't see myself dishing out that money for it, even though I really, really wanted it. So that night I got home, I went on eBay, and I started looking up Jungle Green N64 systems. And my plan was to buy a system and game lot. And if I could get a really good deal on it, I figured I could probably sell off the games that I already had, and you know, get the system for cheaper than it would be if I just bought it, just the system. And I think I did pretty good here. I'll show you guys what I got. Now, this lot here, it had a buy it now of $85, and shipping and handling was actually another $23, which was pretty steep for something that they probably could have sent in a large flat rate box for like $15. But even with that shipping cost, I think it was still a pretty awesome deal. And so I did get my Jungle Green N64 system here in absolutely awesome condition. I was kind of nervous because the listing said that, you know, it was like, oh, it was my son's and he moved away, he doesn't use it anymore, we don't have any use for it. So I was figuring it wasn't adult owned, and it was probably, you know, going to be in used condition, but this is in great condition. I mean, it's got some very, very minor signs of use, but otherwise looks essentially brand new. So very happy with the condition of this. That came with, we got both adapters for it here, power adapter and the AV cord. Unfortunately, this is one of those cheapo AV cords, which you guys know I like to destroy in our videos. I want to hang on to this one though. I have a couple extra N64 systems right now that need AV cores, so assuming this works, I'll probably just keep it instead of destroying it. And then came with the matching Jungle Green controller, which is also literally brand new. I mean, the joystick is still brand new. I was very happy about that. You know, I had no idea what kind of condition the joystick was going to be in, but very good condition there. Also came with one of these guys, which you guys may have learned in one of my previous videos is not the limited edition Jungle Green N64 controller. It's one of those piece of crap Mad Catz controllers that is better used as a golf ball or something for me to run over with my Jeep. And also got a transfer pack here. I've already got one of these, but I can probably get, $7 or $8 for this towards my money back for this lot. So that was cool. And then here's the stack of games that came with it here. So you guys can see, not a very big stack of games, but so it must mean we have some quality titles in here. This first one here is a game that I actually did not have, so I'm going to be keeping this one. It's Glover. Don't know really what kind of game this is. I've heard about it before actually, but I've never played it, so I'll have to try it out. Also got Gex 3, Deep Cover Gecko. Another game I didn't have. It's got a couple nicks on the label there, but for this game I'm not really too concerned about it, so I'll hang on to this one. Now this is one I already have, but you guys know I'm a huge fan of this game, Snowboard Kids. And it is the first one. I do have the second one complete in box, but this first one is very good. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again right now. Mario Kart of snowboarding right here. One of my favorite games for the N64. Probably one of my favorite games of all time. So if you guys have never played Snowboard Kids, definitely check it out. I should be able to get probably $15 for this game back towards my money on this lot. You got Pokemon Snap here, obviously a common title, but for some reason a lot of people still want this game, so I've probably already got a couple extra copies of it, but I'll hang on to it for trading purposes or whatever. Pokemon Stadium 1 here, which I think Dave and I probably at one point a few months ago had like probably 6 copies of this game, and at that time it really wasn't worth selling on eBay or anything. But recently with the N64 boom, I'm sure I'll be able to sell this for probably about $10 actually. We got Pokemon Stadium 2 here, another game that's increased in value lately, and I think I'll probably be able to sell this for between $22 and $25. So this was definitely one of the winners here, one of the ones that caught my eye. But the best game in this lot was probably Super Smash Bros. You guys know, obviously, it's a very common game for the N64. I think it sold over 5 million copies. I think it's like the 5th most common game for the N64, the 5th best-selling game, and it still commands outrageous prices on eBay. I'm sure I'll get $35 for this, if not a little bit more. So that's definitely one of the ones that's going to help me get my money back for this. This one was very cool, actually. Actually, kind of needed this game, and that's Super Mario 64. Because I actually have a box and manual for this game already, and this is the player's choice, and the box and manual I have or at least the box is a player's choice box. And I think I had sold this game to a local person a few months ago, and they weren't a collector or anything, and they just really wanted the game to play it, so I figured they really didn't care if it had the box and manual or not, so I took it out of the box and sold it for like $15, just the cartridge, and I held onto the box for someone who might appreciate it more. So I'll be able to put this in there, and actually I've come to find out Ryan does not have this game yet. I don't know why. I mean, obviously he's not the biggest N64 guy, but what kind of video game collector doesn't have Super Mario 64, right? So I think he'll probably give me some money for this, and he'll probably want that box and manual too. And then the last game I got here is Mario Kart 64. Another very common game, but one that still commands $20 or so on eBay. So that whole lot there, after shipping, like I said, $85, $23 shipping is $108 total. I think I'm going to do okay. If I calculate it correctly, I should be able to get about $110 for the games and the transfer pack. And so, do that, minus the eBay fees and whatnot, I'll probably end up getting the system for, $10. $10 for the complete system, which in my mind is an absolutely excellent deal. Finally glad to have this, especially one that's actually in good condition. So anyway, that's all I have to show to you guys in this video. Let me know if you like this kind of video, if you like me showing my eBay purchases. Obviously, I'm not going to show those cheaper games I get on eBay or whatever, but sometimes I do buy more expensive stuff like this. And if you guys like seeing this stuff in videos, let me know. I'll definitely be willing to do more videos like this in the future. So let me know on that. I want to thank you guys for sticking around and checking out this video. And until next time, take care.